Hello my dear YouTuber friends, and I do hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to this new video. I'm back in the Cessna 207A. In this video I'm going to give you an ADF NDB tutorial for this Cessna 207. So if I come down to this view here, you can see you've got an ADF panel inbuilt in this. So this video will be a tutorial on how to navigate towards NDBs. I've just got Navigraph charts open here just to guide me towards these NDBs. In the Cessna 207, I'll be showing you how to do this. Also in this video, I'll quickly go over VOR navigation in the Cessna 207, giving you a complete guide on how to navigate not only towards NDBs but VORs also. So let's not dilly-dally. Let's get on with this video. So for this quick lesson, I'm set up at Heathrow Airport, runway 27 left, in case you want to follow along. Of course, in the Cessna 207. Let's just jump in the cockpit there. I'm just going to set an autopilot altitude. I'll do this with my multi-panel for 1200 feet, and I'll bring the heading bug around, because I'll be utilising that. So there you go, to my current heading, which is a westerly heading, that's fine. I've got a quick view set up. I'll link a video about setting up custom views down in the description, just to get towards my ADF panel here. Now, these numbers are already set. Let's just put these numbers. I think these are at 14,000. That will do for now. This is typically, or let's get them there, usually at 1400 I believe by default, so I'll just set them up, and that's typically the way you'll find the ADF panel. Now there's different ways. ADF navigation is to navigate towards NDBs. There's different utilities you can use for this. Undoubtedly, if you just want to stay on the same screen, I find the best one, I'll just bring up my flow wheel, is Navigraph Charts, the actual plugin that you can get for Flight Simulator. Unfortunately, you can only do this on PC, Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't believe you can use this plugin for Xbox. So hopefully this will come. If you have Navigraph Charts anyway, you can have it open on your laptop if you use an Xbox, and you can follow along with this. The purple icon there, if you've got SimLink running, is your aircraft. Obviously, we're at Heathrow Airport. I've got the map in high, IFR high. And this will show me various different, these round circles here are all, let's just make the screen a little bit bigger for the moment, are all NDBs. There you go, NDB navigation, and it gives you the frequency below it. So that 277 you saw before is the frequency for Chiltern NDB. So what we'll do, we can hide that. Well, keep that open. Come towards our ADF panel down here. Just make this a slight bit smaller. There we go. And we can utilize these knobs to change the standby frequency, ADF frequency. And sure, it should be set up for this already, but that your ADF, on your ADF panel, it's showing ADF. If it's not, if it's showing this one here, just click the ADF button, and then you'll be in ADF mode. We're going to change this frequency. We're going to utilize this knob. This bigger knob here will utilize the first two numbers, and we're going to change that. What do we need to change it to? 2. The smaller knob will utilize first the last number. I'm going to change that to 7. Right click this smaller knob, and then you can change the second number to 77. So that's it. And to make that active, your active ADF frequency, we'll click frequency, swap frequency button here. So that's now active. We want to be able to hear the NDB frequency. So you want to click on this, this will be default, on the GNS 530, click the ADF receiver audio, So if we're up in the air, we'll be able to hear it. Now, to hear that, you're going to have to go to your general options. Same for Xbox and PC. General options, sound. Ensure your warnings is turned all the way up, and I would highly recommend turning your aircraft engine noises down, otherwise you're not going to be able to hear it over your aircraft engines. I've got mine at 37% aircraft engines and warnings on high. So when we get up in the air, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to hide that. I've got that set in 277. I'm just going to make this screen a bit smaller just so we can see more of what's going on. Click on this icon again, it will center you over your aircraft, and we're going to fly towards Chiltern, NDB. Right, so what we'll do now, get back to our normal cockpit view. I've got my autopilot assigned altitude set, and my heading bug is towards my general direction. Let's not waste any more time, we'll get up in the air. Watch what happens when we gain a bit of altitude. You'll not only hear the NDB frequency, but you'll see this deflect. I think it's going to deflect to the left a little bit. Might be right, we'll find out. So we'll just gain a bit of speed. It wants to climb, get up in the air already. That's fine by me. Watch what happens to this. There you go, it's deflected to the left. And you can hear the NDB frequency. It means it's picked up on that. Now, what it's telling us to do is bank to the right. And you want this arrow pointing upwards. So we're going to bank our aircraft. I'm going to do this via heading mode. Until this arrow is pointing upwards, which means... Let me just put it in heading mode and autopilot mode. This will mean... Once the arrow's pointing upwards, we're heading straight towards that Chiltern NDB. So just need to bank the aircraft a little bit more to the right so that arrow's pointing upwards here. And that's it. Basically, that is how you would navigate towards NDBs. You'll input the frequency, so it's 277 as you can see here. Make it active by swapping the frequency, and then you'll be heading straight towards it. So let me just bank a little bit more to the right there. So we're heading straight towards it, and as you can see on the map from Navigraph charts here, like I said, you could probably use something like even little nav map if you don't have Navigraph for this. I just find Navigraph the best because you can open it in the sim, and yeah, it's just so useful, isn't it? Don't even need to leave the screen. I could have this on my tablet as well if I wanted to, but I just like it all in the sim. Must do a video on uses for Navigraph, sort of a beginner's tutorial on how to use it, and also some advanced uses in that video as well maybe. So there you go, we're heading straight towards, now you can see the arrows pointing straight up, and you can see here on the Navigraph charts, that's the direction our aircraft's heading. We're heading straight towards the NDB. I'll change things up a bit. There's another one here, and I don't even need to click on it because I can see the frequency. 352 for Woodley NDB. So I can come down here. Let's just see 352. So I'm just going to change this frequency. So second, it's already in the second frequency at the moment. 35. Right click the smaller knob and get to the last figure. 352. Let's swap that frequency. Now it's deflected, as you can see there. So this needle's now saying we need to bank to the left here. So we get this arrow pointing straight up, which means we'll be heading straight towards Woodley. And that, in an essence, is all you need to do to follow NDB navigation in the Cessna 207. Isn't that neat? So there you go, we'll just keep banking to the left till this arrow's pointing straight up. You can see here the direction of our aircraft. It's now turning towards the Woodley NDB. And Bob's your uncle. Give it a second here. As we keep banking, just want to get this arrow pointing directly up, which means we'll be heading bang towards the Woodley NDB. There we go. As easy as that. We're following NDB navigation. Okay, well that's NDB navigation. How about if we want to follow VORs? VORs have this symbol. It's like a square with a little, is that a little circle or something inside it? And as you can see there, Compton. So we're heading, by the way, we're heading straight towards, as you can see, the Woodley NDB. We've covered that part. But now I want to follow a VOR. So how would we do this? Well, come down to this view. I want to alter my VLOC frequencies here. I'm in COM at the moment. I want to go into nav. To do that, you would right click on this outer knob. And then you can see now we're in this, so we can alter these frequencies. Compton is 114. It's a smaller knob first. Oh, that was bigger knob first, rather. 114. Decimal 35. Decimal 35. Make it active. That's our standby frequency. So that's Compton 114 decimal 35. Click this button to swap the nav frequency. Put it into VLOC mode with the CDI button here. And look, VOR active. This is a little bit different now. In fact, I'm going to turn off that ADF frequency. You have to use your CDI button wheel here on the Cessna 207. You want this arrow saying 2. So I'm going to keep turning it. I'm just going to mouse up on it in this case. Probably could have gone the opposite direction to make things easier for myself. There you go. Ignore that for the moment. We want this arrow saying 2, the VOR. And what this will do, it will give us a general direction we need to turn to get towards Compton. I should have gone the other direction. This is going to take me, so I should have moused down. There you go, it's turned to 2. We'll keep moving, keep mousing up on that CDI in my case, because I want this line to come towards the centre. And that will give us a bearing, which is roughly a westerly heading, which I'll now move my aircraft towards. We weren't too far from that. So I'm just matching up my heading to this, which means now we'll be flying towards the Compton VOR, as you can see here. So there we go. Just move my CDI knob a little bit more there, just to centre that line. And it's saying pretty much on west now. And as you can see, we are now flying towards the Compton VOR. If you want the VOR frequency, by the way, click on Nav1 Receiver Audio. And there you go, that's now a VOR audio that we're picking up, the VOR frequency. So we've swapped from NDB to VOR, and instead of flying towards an NDB, we're now flying towards the Compton VOR. And you can navigate all around the map. With this one, you can see we've got a lot of NDBs and quite a few VORs as well. So it means you can now go and navigate. There you go, there's a different VOR down here. Let's try that one, just to make this complete. So it's 113 decimal 35. 113 decimal 35. We'll swap and make that active. We're going to have to alter that CDI button as well. Am I mousing down? Is that correct? No, we need to mouse up just to centre this line here. Zoom in a bit on that for you. Still picking up the VOR frequency. No, I need to mouse down. I was going in the wrong direction. Come on now, mouse down quickly just to centre that line to give us a general direction. Yeah, that would make sense, mousing down. And what bearing does it want us to take here to fly towards the Southampton VOR? Bearing of a roughly 21 degrees. So I'll move my heading bug to 21 degrees. Bring us back up to that view. And Bob's your uncle. We now should be... The aircraft's turning. You can see the directions now heading towards the Southampton VOR. So there you go, chaps. That's a quick tutorial on NDB and VOR navigation in the Cessna 207 to give you that complete navigation guide. Go on, practice. Do let me know if you found this video helpful. Give the video a like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and don't forget to join us on our Christmas group flight. If you're watching this video today on the 22nd of December, it will be tomorrow, Saturday the 23rd. Go and look at our Discord for details. And I'll be seeing you soon.